It took only a few previews before the word filtered back to us that we should dispense with this year's Best Actress in a Play category and simply hand this dame her award for her amazing masterclass portrayal in Edward Albee's Three Tall Women. They don't and won't come any better than that, we were told. Suffice to say, nothing now on Broadway sets off the emotional sparklers like she does, crossing the stage or spitting out a comically caustic line. It's as though she's never been away, and she has, big time. Having distinguished herself in every medium imaginable, she took a 23-year intermission and played Parliament. That done, she threw everybody a curve by returning to the stage powers undiminished. Hers is a performance of startling stamina and precision, a real gift to the Broadway community, and this is a little token of our appreciation. Accepting the award for Outstanding Actress in a Play is Glenda Jackson.
Probably highly inappropriate, but as this is the outer critic circle, I have to tell you that I'm not a Dane, and the outer critic circle does not have the power to create me as a Dane. That is still reserved, thank you, for Her Majesty. I truly don't know what to say which would in any way touch my sense of gratitude for this award. It's only exceeded, actually, by my gratitude for being given the opportunity to appear in this play, and even more importantly, to appear with actresses of the calibre of Laurie Metcalf and Alison Pill. This is my eternal moan. Why don't contemporary dramatists find women interesting? They don't. But thank you, Mr. Orbee. Even though you may not have liked her, you certainly made my character interesting. Thank you, Andrew, for painting such a graphic picture of the torture we go through every night. Your image is what you said, striking the ball. Mine is going off the diving board and wondering if there's any water in the pool. And that is something we discover every night. It is truly a privilege to be here back in Broadway, and I've been immensely touched by people who remember me. I always find that absolutely astounding. They produced playbills from 30, 40 years ago. I can't believe it. But anyway, thank you so very much. It is a true privilege to be here, and it is somehow warming to know that critics can endure for 68 years. Thank you.
SpongeBob SquarePants is hardly Hamlet, or even human, but he is an incredible workout for any young actor pushing the boundaries of his craft. The role requires a limber, live wire entertainer who exudes an affable unflappability and acts like he's just stepped out of the funny papers, which, in a sense, he has, via Nickelodeon's animated kids show series. This performer commendably fills this impossible bill, uncannily approximating in voice, movement, and dizzy demeanor. He transforms into this subterranean superstar. It's quite a feat. Cast 5 years ago while a Vassar sophomore, he has bubbled to the top of some normally turbulent critical waters and has become Broadway's breakout star of the year. Accepting the award for Outstanding Actor in a Musical is Ethan Slater for SpongeBob.
Goodness. It's utterly surreal and bizarre to be here in this room accepting this award. Thank you so much to the Outer Critics Circle. I think one of the amazing things about this opportunity is to look back and reflect on what got me here over the past 5 or 6 years. And I've comprise it into two main things. One is SpongeBob. SpongeBob is surprisingly relatable. He is this character that is wacky and underwater and has been on TV for 20 years, and somehow people love him. But at the core of that is this optimism that is something that we aspire to. SpongeBob is able to love in the face of fear, and in our show, written amazingly by Kyle Jarrow and conceived by Tina Landau, who I'll get to later, saves the world every night, not just from a volcano, that may be because of tidal warming, but also from itself. He saves the world from itself. The town is letting fear get in the way of the community. And it feels like an utter privilege to be able to save the world from itself every night. Which leads me to the second thing, which is that SpongeBob doesn't save the world on his own. He does it with a community. That community on stage is our unbelievable ensemble. It is surprisingly an ensemble show. I know it's called SpongeBob SquarePants, but come see it and you will realize that every single person on that stage is working so hard and so well, and they are so talented, and I am lifted up by them every single night. Specifically for me, my team of Trace, Lily Cooper, and Danny Skinner. Danny and I have been working on this together for 6 years, and since the day before the first workshop 6 years ago, we've been fast friends and now best friends. And I couldn't do it without you, off stage or on. And finally, Tina Landau, who conceived of this wacky trip, this rock concert, and this story that has heart. It is something that it doesn't have any right to be in a lot of ways. A lot of people hear SpongeBob SquarePants and they ask me, how is it moving around in that big foam costume? And because of Tina Landau, I'm in a button-down shirt and pants. And that's the core of the show to me, is that it's stripped down, and she found the heart in this potentially commercial enterprise and created something that is beautiful and means something. And it is a privilege to be a part of that every night. So thank you so much. Thank you to the Outer Critics Circle. I cannot believe this is happening.
Somewhere between his 5th Outer Critics Circle Award for 2013's The Nance and his 6th, this one, the 2018's Angels in America, this actor turned in a plain masterpiece of a performance, playing Hickey in The Iceman Cometh at BAM. Scott Rudin wanted to bring it and him across the bridge to Broadway, but by then this actor's actor had already spotted his next potential prize winner, the ranting, raging Roy Cohn going through his last gasps and growls in Tony Kushner's Angels in America. Yes, he had to go to London to do it, but now he's brought it over to these shores where they are indeed lining up the awards for him. It's the kind of performance that confirms what a great actor he is. Accepting the award for Outstanding Featured Actor in a Play is Nathan Lane for Angels in America.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I like any luncheon that has Hershey's Kisses on the table. It reminds me of being back at grammar school. The Outer Critics, you Outer Critics, you've always been very, very kind to me. It's greatly appreciated. As I always say, one day you'll make it over the wall and become inner critics. I know you will. Just keep up the good work. One of the things I love about Sardi is looking at these great drawings, and I was noticing Rose Marie over there with the little black bow, and I always thought, and she never gave it up, even if she was 98 or something. She's still not. They tell her, you want to let go of the bow now, Rose Marie? Is it time? You're 98, and she never did. And that's what show business is about. Hold on to something you know works. Like the little black dog. Well, you know, Roy Cohn was wacky and underwater, and he was on TV for 20 years, and yet people still loved him. What can I say, ladies and gentlemen, as Andrew Garfield, or as I call him, Oprah, is saying, he always gives an inspirational speech wherever he goes. People weep, they bring their children for him to heal, and maybe he'll turn the water into wine, in a little bit. Okay, I like a lull myself. Gives me time to consider what I want to say, and you to consider whether you've picked the right person for this category. Look, you know, Angels in America, you know, you're lucky to be in it. It's a privilege, and I want to thank Rufus Norris and everyone at the National Theater who helped create the production. Jordan Roth, Tim Levy, and the many brave producers who brought it over. The incredible people at the Neil Simon Theater who make it happen 7 times a week, and especially our incredible stage management, backstage crew, all the departments. They're going above and beyond. It's 7.5 hours, have you heard? People like to tell you that it's 7.5 hours, but as I like to say, it's not a rectal probe. It's a Pulitzer Prize winning, Tony Award winning masterpiece by a little genius named Tony Kushner, ladies and gentlemen. I thank our incredible designers, the brilliant visionary Marianne Elliott. I thank her for thinking of me for this, and I thank the shadows. The shadows are those dancer puppeteers who the hardest working people in show business, our understudies, this incredible company of actors led by the miraculous Andrew Garfield, and in particular 3 of the best scene partners I've ever had, Lee Pace, Nathan Stewart Jarrett, and darling Sue Brown. You know, I don't know what more to say about Tony Kushner. I mean, he gave me a few notes, but I don't know, there are no words. He gives you all the words, and it turns out that it's not Briar Walter who was the prophet, it was Tony Kushner, because when he wrote this in the 80s, he was incredibly prescient about where these seeds were being planted and where it would unfortunately lead us, which is why the place feels so relevant and resonant and more essential than ever, and maybe more than when it was first done. So I can't thank him enough for allowing me to play this gift of a role. And once again, I thank all of you for your kindness and you know, and enjoy the salmon.